So at some point last year, a subscriber, I believe his name was Ken, challenged me to the Elite Challenge. So if you haven't seen any of my Elite Challenge videos, the Elite Challenge is to catch a smallmouth bass out of the Youghiogheny River, at least one every month of the year. Well, some of those months are pretty easy. So to me, the Elite Challenge really became a winter challenge because all the other months are pretty easy. So if you can get one in December, January, February, you're pretty much good. It's extremely tough where we're at. But anyways, if you guys are in the area, you know that our river has been frozen for a very long time. So yes, I have failed the Elite Challenge. But in my eyes, I only failed the challenge by just a little bit. And that's the story you're going to see today. We need to go back in time a little bit to the last day in December that I caught fish, which was on December 30th, only 2 days away from January. I wanted to get out yesterday because that was going to be the warmest. We're probably going to see the river for months now, but it got up to like 42, 43, which is really high for December. It's kind of crazy. It dropped back down 2 degrees since last night, but we're still above 40. After this, it's going to get really cold again, and chances will be slim. So hopefully we catch something today. I grabbed 2 of the crap. Oh, we gotta wear a bat first glove. Water looks good. Let's see what happens. Let's just start down here. Oh my god, I got a fish. It's a smallmouth. It's a smallmouth. Oh my god, you're kidding me. It's a giant smallmouth. They are over here. It's a giant smallmouth. Oh, he's fighting real hard. That's a big smallmouth. Oh, we did it. In the wind. You're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. I don't think we can bring him up. We can bring him up. We're gonna walk him down though, but this is a big fish to bring up. Man, I wish you were a January smallmouth. Oh. Okay, we did it. Even with all this freaking wind, we did it. Oh, he's not even that big. He's like a 15 or 16. It's like 50 degrees out, but it's so freaking windy. I'm freezing. We did it. They're down there. All right. See you later, bud. Oh, thank you. There he goes. Oh, he was pulling so hard, I thought he was going to be a giant. I'm sliding in. Holy crap. All right, back up and do it again. And with all this wind, I can't even explain to you how much wind this is. It's ridiculous. Switched to the Ned rig with a Z-Man drop shot bait because the only issue I've seen so far with my spiral tube is the fact that it's never going to stand up and show a secondary action. Secondary being not me moving it, but the bait moving on its own. So I need something that's going to stand up and have something wiggling. Is this a fish? Oh, it's a damn log. No, I just spooked everything, I guarantee it. Oh, there it came off. Yeah, and that's why I think a lot of people go with the skirted football jigs for winter. Because you move it, it stops and it flares open real slow on the bottom, which is like secondary action. You don't want to move it much or at all, but when you're doing that, you got to let them know it's food. Like, if it's just laying down there, there's nothing catching its eye, there's no reason for them to go over there. I mean, think about how many baits are snagged off throughout the year and they're just sitting down there. Are the fish going around just picking them up and eating them all the time? I kind of doubt it. So you need something that's going to sit down there and do something while you're not moving the bait. So you got that drop shot bait, it's going to stand up with that tail, and it's just going to wiggle down there. The wind would just stop, man. Honestly, I feel like there is secondary action in most baits. If I'm even using that word correctly. Sounds correct to me. Like, not the action I'm giving it, but it's doing something on its own. I'm gonna call that secondary action. You know, curly tail grubs, wacky rigs, some of those jerk baits that have that little flashing bar inside of it. When you stop jerking it, it'll still vibrate. You know, you got even tubes to an extent, because tubes got legs, but on the spiral hook makes it lay flat, so it's not going to stand up. You would want to switch to a football head to stand it up, and I could do that, but I've done that before, and I like the Ned. I do like the Ned, and I have these drop shot baits that need used up, so I figured why not. That's a fish. That's another one. Never felt a bite. He's not small. I don't think he's small. He feels decent. He's fighting. We got another one. He don't look that big. Maybe a 15, 16. Oh, that's cool. Even with me ripping that stick out of there. Another one. They're eating, even in this wind. Oh, picking it up, and I never even felt a bite. We'll call him a 14, maybe a 15. Very cool. Oh, top of his tail is pretty wore off. Let's go take him down. Number 2. I wish today was January. But it's not. Thank you. Another winter Smallie here in the yard. See you, bud. Oh, what are you doing? You're still sitting there. Oh, there he goes. See you, bud. Alright, let's not fall in. Don't fall in. That's number 2. And see, this is the beauty for the Elite Challenge where we're at here. It is extremely tough. But so when you finally catch one, it's like hitting the lottery. Makes you want to scream like Mike Iaconelli. Well, I don't scream. You get a whole bunch of OMGs, which some people don't appreciate. I apologize. It just happens. It just comes out. It's a bad habit. Now, I'm kind of racking my brain on exactly when the river froze, but how I'm seeing it is after this day, temperatures started dropping and winter was in full effect. I've only seen the river frozen like once before in my life when I was a kid. I think the earliest proof I have of the river being frozen was at the Connellsville River Park on the 5th of January, and you could see the ice was pretty much across the river. So in a matter of less than a week, the river's frozen. And then moving on, the river just stayed frozen from there. It just got progressively worse. I showed this in a video not that long ago. January 11th was me standing basically on giant icebergs along the river that was frozen the whole way across. Moving forward almost another week, river's still frozen. I think this was on the 17th, and I just got a couple of cool pictures of the trestle there in Connellsville. And I know someone out there is saying, look at all that open water, you can get out there and fish. Listen, what I've learned, now it isn't much because I've only just started this last year. The smallmouth will want to be in the slack areas of the river where the water is the calmest, where they don't have to work hard. And so where does the ice start at? In the exact same places. So when a river freezes like that, you technically could go out, walk the river, see where the first places were to freeze, and know that's where you should target. It kind of gives it away. But with that being the case, once it freezes, you can't get to them fish. But I just kept telling myself, it'll thaw out eventually. We'll have a warm up here at some point. Maybe I can get a fish late in January. But I did get out a couple times to see the river. And what sucks is I had footage of me driving through the snow to see the river in my spots, and it got deleted. So we're missing the cool footage of me driving my e-bike through 1.5 feet of snow at 1 mile an hour. But luckily I did have my phone with me, and that stuff didn't get deleted. Crazy. We're not going to be able to get out. It's all underwater. Just giant icebergs. Looks so dark on my phone. All ice. Now there is some open water down there. Let's see if you can see it. Way down there. So now we're basically towards the end of January, and I'm like, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. There's no possible way for me to make this happen. But, funny enough, here comes a warm-up. We're gonna have days in the 40s and 50s right at the end of January. You know, doing some quick calculations in my head, I said, there's no way that ice is going anywhere. There's no way. It would take weeks for the ice to go away. Okay, let's see what happens. Bumpy ride. Very, very bumpy ride. But this is cool though, it's going away. I think it's supposed to be, oh, we are sliding all over the place. I think it's supposed to be around 50 something tomorrow. But my theory is it's a lot of ice to get rid of, and I don't think it's gonna happen yet anyways. Oh, there goes the trunk right there. So the fact that the icebergs are giant and still on the bank is not a good sign, because the real issue here is catching a fish and getting it to you and then back out humanely. If you have 15 feet of ice along the bank, yeah, I might be able to get them on top of ice and slot them to me, but am I going to be able to get that fish all the way back in? Because if it lays on the ice and it don't go all the way in, I can't go out and get it. Stuff that's packed better with people is actually better now. Oh, we're going down. I got it. Yeah, pretty much zero change from the last time I was here. Zero change. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be 50 something. It doesn't matter. That ice is going to be there for a long time. Oh my God. Wow, we just popped the chain. It's warming up. The ice is melting. The very next day, the last day of January, it just started dumping rain. So I didn't even go out. I said, there's no way the ice is going to go quick enough for me to get in there and try and catch a fish. And of course, with the rain and the melting, the river starts to flood. And so, during the flood, ice, I just didn't even go out. So I gave it some time, and I headed back out on February 3rd. This bike trail doesn't have any snow on it. River's over twice the height of summer level, almost 3 times technically. Current temperature is on a rise to 34 degrees right now. It's cold, still cold, but we have open water, as you can see, which is important for fishing. It's supposed to be 60 today? Well, I don't believe that one bit. Truck said 39. I'm not even sure. I feel like it's like 36. Still a lot of ice. Let's slow down. Water was up to here. Oh. Realistically, what I think actually broke up the ice, I should not be walking on that, was the fact that the water came up. Now you can see on the other side how high the water was when it flooded and left that ice right there. That's several feet. But some of these ice chunks over here are insane. Very thick. Some of these are over a foot thick. This is what I'm having to deal with. This is why we got some stuff sprouting up already. Probably that bamboo. This is why I didn't even try. You know, stuff's pushing trees over. In the areas I wanted to fish, it's just not going to happen. And either way, I don't want to go in there and end up falling in or something, and a chunk of ice falling on me. I would wish just for you guys to get a scale of this. Like, it's massive. Like that valley up to the top of that, that's 7 feet. You know, from like here to there, it's like 7-8 feet. It's crazy. The other side's just as bad, if not worse, actually. This is when I was thinking about all this ice that I've seen here, I am surprised to see the river open. But with them opening the dam, and we had that rain and the water came up, that's what helped break all of it loose and float down. But we're still left with this, and that doesn't make it very easy for me to try and do any fishing for a while. You know, even if it warms up to 50-60 degrees for a while, this stuff's going to be here for a long time, a very long time. So we're going to keep moving, see what we can find. Jeez. Wow, water was up to here. That sucks. Man, if it wasn't quite as high, we'd have been able to get out here. I mean, we can still make some casts right here. It's not going to be the safest thing to try and land. I hope it's not a giant if we catch one. I'll walk out there. I know there's ground underneath us. This isn't that thick right here. Probably because this tree. Oh. We have ground right here. If we have to stand, we could. And there's roots. That may be a reason why the fish may not be here on the bank, because ice falling in like that, it might keep them off of here. Giant one just fell. Did you hear that? Giant piece. Where we're at, we're okay, but this is crazy. Oh, another big iceberg fell. It didn't go all the way in though. I gotta keep. Oh, Jesus. We almost went down. Well, you guys can see. Some of that's every bit as tall as me. I'm not quite 6 foot. It's crazy. Let's just knock these ones in the water. Just for the hell of it. Get on out of here. Thing weighs a ton. Yeah, they ain't on the banks. And the ice is gone, and that looks juicy. What this could happen? Holy freaking mud. That's not good. Fish. Oh, that was a fish. Oh, I got too excited. That was a fish. Oh, that was a fish. That was a fish. They are on the bank. That was a fish. Oh my God, I got a fish. What is that? It's a smallmouth. Right off the bank. You're kidding me. I was just dragging. He's so cold. He's so dark. He's like stressed out or something. This is crazy. We got one. We got one. He's not small either. I don't think we should bring him up. They're right on the bank right here. They weren't at the other spot though. Okay, he's slow. Let's go get him. So all I needed was some open water. And it didn't really happen until yesterday. But he's not a bad fish. Not a bad fish. Not a bad fish. First fish of the year. First fish of the year. First Smallie of the year. He's not a giant. He's a very cold one. He's probably like a 16. It's muddy. We got one in fact. Oh man, you guys are all muddy. I didn't even know. That's okay. We got a good one. Right off the bank, actually. Right off the bank. First fish of 2025. Oh. See ya, bud. Bye. He's so cold. Well, we lost our elite status. That's okay. And now I'm fishing mud. And we still caught a fish. I can't believe I was eating a fish. It happened so fast. I must have dropped that right on his freaking head. Got one. Got one. And that, what's the water temp right now? Temperature, 34.5 degrees. That's got to be a new record for lowest temperature I caught one. Now, I don't know for sure that the water temperature right here is that. It's probably a bit warmer. I'm going to say it's probably 35, maybe 36. I bet you it's 36. Got one. Oh yeah, let me show the date. February 3rd. So, you know, it had this thaw happen 4 or 5 days ago, or 3 days ago, I would have kept my elite challenge. Even with the river being solid ice for almost the whole month of January. Well, you know what? I'm getting hungry. It's getting close to lunchtime. We caught a fish, which is awesome. That is, I can't believe it just happened. I think it's time I'm gonna get out of here. I know I'm cutting it early. I could stay a little longer, but I am hungry. We succeeded, and I'm looking forward to spring. It's coming soon. Groundhog doesn't think so, but I think it's coming soon. Oh. Ooh, that's bad. Why did that just happen? Oh my God. This would happen. You son of a... Why does it keep happening? Bolt came loose or something? We're gonna have to walk it. There's a little repair hickey thing my bobber down here. Not that far. That hopefully will have an Allen key. We might get lucky here. That I can't reach. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, we might be able to just go like this. I need a new bike. Even if that just gets us home, I'll be happy. So there you go. You know, I got Smallies 2 days before January, and I got them 3 days after January. Not even a whole week of time between the ends of the month. And all of January was frozen solid, so I strongly believe that if I just had some open water, I would have kept catching fish. I'm totally okay with losing my elite status. That's not a big deal. It kind of sounds weird saying that anyways, but, you know, I think I do have a hang of winter fishing a little bit. Not going to say I'm the greatest, but I kind of know where the fish should be, what they should be doing, what they want to eat, or what I can catch them on anyways. I'm glad that I was challenged to this, because I didn't think it was possible, to be honest. And I never really knew why I didn't think it was possible. I guess it was just because you never hear of anyone doing it. You never see anyone doing it. But it's totally possible. The fish are here, and you can catch them. So what about you guys? Have you guys caught any fish this year? Have any of you tried the Elite Challenge? Did any of you guys get a December fish? Or January fish? Have you gotten a February fish yet? I want to hear if any of you guys have followed along in the Elite Challenge. Because ultimately, I think if people tried this, they would understand more how difficult this is to make this happen. It's actually the toughest thing I think you can do for smallmouth. But anyways, hopefully you guys were successful. Hopefully you guys caught some giants. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.